People are understanding something, are bringing peace in their lives. And you can be a part of the magic regardless of where you are. This is my first time to be in Curicó. And the reason why I am here is to talk to you about the possibility that you have because you are alive. I'm not here to make a political speech. I don't have solutions to your problems. I don't. So if you have come here today to find solutions to your problems, sorry, I don't have any solutions to your problems. But I have something very interesting to say. And what I want to tell you maybe begins with this little analogy. A few weeks ago, I was at home and I heard my grandson say to his mother, "Mommy, I am hungry." You've heard that, no? Little children say this to mother, "Mommy, I am hungry." So I didn't think much of it. Oh, he's hungry. She'll take care of it. And then I walked into the kitchen at lunchtime, and I was hungry too. And I asked the cook, "What do you have for lunch?" He said, "Mommy, I am hungry." I did not walk into the kitchen and say, "I am hungry." I said, "What do you have for lunch?" After this came out of my mouth, I started thinking. Both want to achieve the same thing. We want food. He wanted food. I want food. And the reality of wanting to have food is hunger. I want to satisfy my hunger. And yet, a little child has the wisdom to express the need. And a grown-up adult like me has lost that. Because somewhere it went from "I am hungry" to "Mommy, I want chocolate. I want candy. I want cake." Something happened. And I want to talk to you about that. Not food. What happened? What happened? People say, I am poor. People say, I am sad. People say, I am lonely. That's just like me saying, I want a friend. I want to be rich. I want to be entertained. I don't want to be sad. I want my problems taken away. But truly, what is it that we want? What does the heart desire? Not the formulas. The world is full of formulas. Too many formulas for my taste. Too many. People are poor in this world. Poverty. There is not one single country where there isn't poverty. And what do people say? Oh, God made you that way. What people say, especially in my country, from where I was born, karma. Bad karma. But none of these people say that poverty was created by us, not by God, by human beings created poverty, because human beings created riches and human beings created the laws that today make people poor or make people rich. But what is not being said? What is not being said is the answer to the question that people have been asking since people have been on the face of this earth. Do you know there's a question like that has not been answered yet? With all the internet, all the books, all the education facilities in the world, you know there is a question that has not been answered? And it's a most popular question. It's everywhere. Who am I? Who am I? Why am I here? And so, what is not being asked do I have peace? I talk about peace. I travel, go place to place, and I talk about peace. And do you know what I find? This will shock you. You know what I find? People don't know what peace is. People actually don't know what peace is. Everybody has their own idea of what peace is. Some people think peace is absence of war. If two people stop fighting, peace. They don't understand. Fight on the outside is an expression of the war that goes on the inside. No war on the inside, no way there's going to be war on the outside. Have you seen two people fighting with each other, calling each other names, punching each other, and then the police comes and they spread them apart? Now they can't touch each other, they can't punch each other. But what are they doing? They're still looking at each other, going, trying to break free, They can't hurt each other, they can't fight, but are they still fighting? Yes, they're still fighting because the fighting is still going on here. People don't know what peace is. Some people think that if we were all educated, we would all be in peace. I have news for you. There are more people educated now than there ever were. There's more universities now than there ever were. There are more schools now than there ever were. And more people are attending the schools now than they ever were. And peace is nowhere in sight. What? What happened? I'm not against education. Education is extremely important. Extremely important. I was talking to somebody in Buenos Aires just the other day. I was saying that some of the top people paid shouldn't be these executives, they should be school teachers. Because we entrust them with our children. That's a very important job. We entrust them with our children all day long. But people are like, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm for education. But I also know that education is for the benefit of mankind, for human beings, not for peace. People think if poverty goes away, there will be peace. No. More gold has been dug up now than there ever was. So peace has come? No. More gold gets dug up, and what does increase? It increases greed. More money has been printed now than ever before. What happens? More greed. Greed has got everybody. Everybody. I'm making the gesture, but I'm not saying the words. Greed has everybody. By the throat, by the collar, by the sleeve, everywhere you go. Greed, 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 greed. And then, see, so far what I have said, it's not very nice. Now I'm going to change. Why? Because I'm going to not talk about the greed or the poverty or the confusion or the tragedy that exists. But I'm going to talk about now the divine that exists in the heart of every single human being. The divine. The divine. Oh, yes, there is such a thing as divine. Everywhere? Yes. Was? Yes. Is? Yes. Will be? Yes. You? No. Divine? Yes. Earth? No. Sun? No. Moon? No. Universe? No. Universes? No. Divine? Yes. And that divinity resides within you. I only have one question for you. Do you feel it? Every day. Every second. Do you? I mean, we're not talking about Joe, our neighbor. We're talking about the divine. If you say, oh, sometimes I do, that's okay for Joe. But for the divine, that is not a good answer. Do you feel the divine in your life? Do you feel the presence of that divine in your existence? Do you feel the thirst for that joy in your life? Do you feel the want for clarity in your existence? Do you? Do you? Because I want to tell you how blessed you are. How incredibly blessed you are. Because that divine has decided to join you in this existence. In fact, the only reason why you exist is because of that divine. Who are you? 99% of you, 99% of you, oxygen, hydrogen, carbon, calcium, nitrogen, and phosphorus. %99 of you. That's who you are. Have you ever fallen in love with someone? Oxygen, hydrogen, calcium, carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus. 6 things you fall in love with. Because that's who you are. 99% of you, that's who you are. I mean, what do you hate in a person? Do you hate a person? I'm sure you have somebody you don't like very much. That's what you're hating. Oxygen, hydrogen, calcium, carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus. How can you hate those things? How can you hate those things? That's exactly what you are made out of. Same 6 things you are made out of, same 6 things that other person is made out of. How can you love one set of calcium and carbon and hydrogen and oxygen and nitrogen and phosphorus? And the other one, I hate it. The grand illusion. The grand illusion. And what is the illusion? The magician comes out. And what does truly a magic trick constitute? Do you know? For a magician to make a magic trick happen so it looks real, the magician has to distract you. While he hides the coin in this hand, he does something with this. You look at this, and he's hiding the coin in this hand. Without distraction, it would be very hard for the magician to perform the trick. On this great stage of planet Earth, too many people are performing magic tricks. And all those magic tricks are being performed by distraction. And who's becoming distracted? You are becoming distracted. Distracted from who you are. People shouldn't know. I mean, Obama is the president of the United States. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that in India. Everybody knows that in South America. He's only going to be there 4 more years. He's been there 4, he's going to be there top 4. So 8 years is the most. The divine is going to be with you for the rest of your life. You don't know the divine, but you know the President of the United States. Distracted? Yes. Absolutely distracted. No. Should you know Obama is the president? No problem. No problem knowing Obama is the president of the United States. So far, you also know the divine. But if you only know Obama and don't know the divine, you have a problem. I'm not here to tell you you shouldn't be rich. Oh, you should be as rich as you can be. But first, you should be rich in your heart. First, you should be rich in your heart. I'm not saying you shouldn't be educated, but first you should be educated about the fundamentals of being alive and what it means to have this greatest gift of breath come into you. Playing a guitar, what does it take? What does it take to play a guitar? That? Is that what it takes to play a guitar? That's it? What is the first thing a musician does to the guitar? First thing. First thing. Tunes it. Because if the guitar is not in tune, it doesn't matter how good you are at playing the guitar, it's going to sound terrible. Amigos, is your guitar tuned? Or not? The music that you hear every day of this world, does it sound good? Or does it sound no? Who are you? You're the most unique combination. And what makes you unique is not the 6 elements, not the 6 things, not the hydrogen, not the oxygen, not the calcium, not the carbon, not the nitrogen, not the phosphorus. That's not what makes you unique. No. And it is not this that makes you unique. It is this, the heart of a human being, that makes you unique. Have you felt that feeling? When you are in sync with your existence. Have you felt the feeling of what it is like to wake up in the morning and feel thankful that you are alive? That is the most precious gift of them all. Do you know what it is like to stop in the middle of your wars and battles and understand peace that dances within you? I know there are people always, oh, just tell me how to get to peace. Where do I find peace? Are you searching for peace? Are you searching for the divine? Are you searching for true love? Are you searching for clarity? Because if you're searching, you will never find. Never. I guarantee it. Never. 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 You already have it. I have a story. Maybe a lot of you have already heard it. But there was a man who had left his town, gone to a place far away to earn money. And he had done well, and he had a lot of money, and he was returning home after quite a few years. He had a lot of baggage, and a thief looked at him and said, maybe I can become friends with him and find out what he has been up to. So the thief started going along with him and saying, my name is so-and-so, and what's your name, and where are you coming from, and, what have you been doing? And the guy said, well, I left home quite a few years ago. I wanted to make a decent living, so I have worked very hard, and I have a lot of money, and I'm returning home. And the thief said, yes, this is the kind of person I wanted. So they kept walking, kept going. That night, they had to stay in an inn. So the man checked into his room, the thief checked into his room, and the man said, well, I'm going to clean up, and then I'm going to go have dinner. The thief kept looking, and the man cleaned up and got dressed and went down to have dinner, and the thief went into his room. And he searched, 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 and he didn't find anything. No money, nothing. So the thief went back to sleep. The next day, they get up again, they start their traveling. And the thief goes, really? You really went and made a lot of money? And he said, yeah, I made quite a bit of money. And in fact, as soon as I get home, I'm going to have a new house built. I'm going to buy new clothes for my children, new toys. I'm going to get my cattle. I'm going to do all these things. I made a lot of money. So that night, they had to again stay at an inn. Same thing happened. He went into his room, looked, nothing. Next day, the guy is almost to his destination. And the thief says, listen, you're home. You're safe. I have to confess. I'm a thief. And I befriended you because I wanted to steal your money. I asked you, you said you had a lot of money. That night, the first night that we stayed at the inn, I went into your room, I looked, I didn't find anything. Then I asked you again, and you said you had a lot of money, and then I went into your room again that other night, and I didn't find anything. So tell me, did you make a lot of money, or were you lying to me? And the guy said, of course I made a lot of money. Look, let me show you. Here it is. He said, but I searched your room. I never found the money. And the man said, well, when you first came up and started talking to me, I figured you were a thief. So every day before I went into my room, I would go into your room and hide the money under your pillow. You were so busy looking at my pillow, you never looked under your pillow. And that's what happens to us. We're looking everywhere, but not within us. We are searching everywhere, but not within us. Then if you want the peace, shh, be quiet. Be quiet. Be very, very quiet. Do you know how to be quiet? Have you ever been quiet? Have you? Have you? Really quiet? Because when you even got to a place that was very quiet, something was saying, it's very quiet. Wow, it's really quiet. It's so quiet. It's amazingly quiet. Wow, I've never felt anything like this, because even in that quietness, something was not quiet. Love. Have you ever loved for no reason? Oh, you love your girlfriend. Oh, I love you. I love you forever. Boyfriend, I will love you forever. Then boom, 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 boom. Let's get married. Then after you get married, you drive me crazy. Hello? This is the same person. I mean, you only live so long. This is the same person you just told to not that long ago, I will go to the end of the earth. Excuse me, there is no end of the earth. The earth is round. So you keep going, going, but I'll go to the end of the earth for you. Next thing, you drive me crazy. What is love? People say all the time, I ask them, do you like this camera? Oh, I love this camera. I say, excuse me, you like the camera, not love the camera. You cannot have a relationship with this camera. We don't know anymore what love is. What we like, we say love. No. The real love is born from the heart, not from the mind. It is not there to fulfill a need. It is an expression. What is that expression? When you see a leaf flutter in the wind, this is what this leaf has done for millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of years. Even before there were human beings on the face of this earth, the leaf had learned to sway in the wind. The expression. the moon, in its glory, in its expression. And the love is that something in you that looks at it and goes, beautiful. Wow. Amazing. Not words. Not words, but the feeling. Just like a little child eating the cake. And you ask, do you like it? Have you ever done that? Maybe a little child, maybe 2, 3 years old, eating the cake, and you ask them, do you like it? It's a distraction for that child. It doesn't want to answer. After a long time, it might go, stop talking, let me enjoy. That's the way we need to be. Stop talking. I need to be in that peace. Not your peace, but the peace that dwells in my heart, in your heart. The simplicity of all this, you wake up every morning and there is a miracle that happens. Do you like miracles? Do you like miracles? See? What is a miracle? Huh? I see people go if there is something coming out of a statue, oh, miracle. Not for me. Unusual, yes. Miracle, no. What I'm doing, I don't know, you may never see me again. We may go our ways, I don't know. But I want to leave you with something that will stay with you. I don't want to give you lecture. I want to give you wisdom. Wisdom you can use again and again and again. Lecture you will forget. And the wisdom is, open your eyes and learn to recognize a miracle. Open your eyes and learn to recognize a miracle. And the day you do, you will be amazed. Why? Because every time this breath comes into you, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. From nowhere, here, this is how it began. It begins with the first breath coming in, not out, in. And it ends with the last breath going out. This is the blessing of the divine on you. There are people who are very proud of their body. We all are. I was thinking about that today as I was shaving. Oh, yeah, here. You don't want imperfect shave, you find good shave. Again. But what you are made out of, it's everywhere. You walk on it every day. You see the rocks, you see the mountains, especially in Chile. Wherever you go, there is some mountain somewhere. It's everywhere. Hydrogen, oxygen, calcium, carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus. It's everywhere. It's the most common stuff. And a little bit of the dirt gets on you, what do? Magnificent, the dirt is trying to clean itself. The dirt hates dirt. Every morning, every evening, water, bath, clean. Now the dirt says, I am clean. The truth is, it's just clean dirt. Still dirt. And without this breath, without this existence, it'll become dirt again. Have you ever wondered creation is powerful? Powerful. I mean, it is powerful. And destruction is powerful. I mean, it is powerful. Extremely powerful. And you, my friends, something is holding destruction back. Death is being held at bay. So far, this breath keeps coming. That's why I say that this is the blessing of the divine. Nothing else has enough power to hold death at bay except the divine. This is the tug of war. This is the rope. On one hand, creation, one hand, destruction. Pulling. And something is being held. And do you recognize, acknowledge, understand what that is? Mommy, I am hungry. I need in my life to be fulfilled. I can have a huge list of things I want. And we all do. Somebody wants a promotion. Somebody is looking for a wife. Somebody is looking for a husband. Somebody is looking for a child. Somebody is looking for a daughter. Somebody is looking for a boy. Somebody is looking for this. Somebody is looking for that. Somebody is looking for a house. Somebody is looking for a watch. Somebody is looking for clothes. Somebody is looking for shoes. And nobody is looking for the divine. In your list, I don't care what you have. I don't care how long your list is. I really don't care how long your list is. And I don't care what you have on your list. So far, the first thing that list says, Mommy, I want to be content. Nobody can live with that emptiness. It's cruel. It's excruciating. Trying to find answers in a world that is only full of questions. Only questions. Only questions. Wherever you go. When you see a friend, what is first thing said? Hey, how are you? A question. A question. A question, a question, a question, a question, a question. Is there a place which has just nothing but answers? Yes, there is. And such is the pace inside of you. Just answers, no questions, just answers. Why are you here? Answer is inside. The answer to that question is not in words, but in a feeling. In a feeling. And do you think things can only be expressed in words? When a baby, when a little child, when they don't know how to speak yet, they barely walk, do this to you. Huh? 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 I have seen the hardest of minds melt. When a baby looks at you and smiles, does the baby really have to say, hello, how are you today? I have taken an affinity towards you. I really like the way you've got your mustache trimmed today. And I really like the combination of your tie and your shirt. And that suit looks very well on you. And by the way, what time is it? Smile. see in the eyes, a want to be wanted. You know, we've gotten so much into what's for lunch that we have forgotten how important it is for us to be wanted. Wanted. We think respect is to get up when the other person comes. Respect. How do you respect your wife? Open the door for her. No, that's manners. That's not respect. You can only begin to respect if you respect yourself. Do you respect yourself? Do you know how to respect yourself? Do you know how to respect yourself? Or do you think respect just is shake the hand, yes, thank you, and say please? That's just good manners. I know when people have said, oh yes, thank you, when the inside they're going, get out of here. You know? Happens. Something else is happening inside, something else is happening on the outside, and no shortage of it in this world. Absolutely none. Learn to respect. Learn to listen. I was saying this in Sao Paulo. Try making a 5-second heaven for the ones you love. Just 5 seconds. Just try 5 seconds. How do you make a 5-second heaven for your child? Do you know? It's really easy. Listen. You want to make a 5-second heaven for your wife? Easy. Listen. You want to make a 5-second heaven for your husband? Listen. What do you think government needs to do? Just listen. You want to make a 5-second heaven for your neighbor? Listening is so important that the Creator did not put lids on it. Left it open. Listen. If we listen to each other, this would be a different world. If fathers listen to their children, if children listened to their father, the mothers listened to their children, The children listen to their mother. The root of friendship is because friends, at least in the beginning, listen to each other. We would be living in a world of friends. Of friends. Not citizens and governments and neighbors and mothers and fathers and children, but friends. That we would all understand that the most important thing as human beings living on this planet Earth is not greed, is friendship. Because we are stuck here. Stuck. And there is nothing. People have been looking for aliens. I did not say there are no aliens. I didn't say there aren't any aliens. I'm just saying they haven't found them. They're looking, and 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 maybe one day they'll find them. But so far, they haven't. What does that tell you? Tells me we're the only ones around. For a long, long ways, we're the only ones here. So, if we're the only ones here, it behooves us that we better learn to live with each other. And you cannot begin to live with each other if you don't know how to live with yourself. Mommy, I am hungry. I like it. I like it. It's clear. It's to the point. It is what is the very thing that needs to be expressed. Not a discussion about eggplants, and not a discussion about this and that. And now I know this would be good. Oh no, I don't know. But the other day I had this, and oh my God, eggplant with a little Parmesan cheese, that's really good. No, but pesto is good too, and parsley is good too, and onions is good. No. Mommy, I am hungry. That's simplicity. Brilliant, wise simplicity. So, in conclusion, I would like to say, if you're looking for peace, congratulations. Now you know where it is. I told you, it's in you. If you're looking for clarity, congratulations. Where is it? It's in you. The process of discovering peace, is not trying to create peace, but the process of discovering peace is to take away all the things that are in its way. Be alive. Be who you are in the truest sense. You are the gift of the divine. Are you going to be here always? No. If you live to be around 70 years old, That's only 25,550 days. If you live to be 100, that's only 36,500 days. It's not very much. Not very much. When people hear that, they go, no, 360, no? No. Not 360,000, just 36,000. That's all. That's all. So many people. So many people. All they think about is death. And they miss their life. Tragedy, truest sense of the word. You should be infatuated not by death, but by life. 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 You should be ecstatic about the miracle that is happening in your life every single day. That's what I came to tell you. I came to tell you what you already knew. You see, everything I've told you, you knew. Did you know that? That you knew this? Why did you forget? You've been listening to me now for 1 hour and 7 minutes. I have a clock right here. So, you think I said anything interesting? Anything new? You knew all this. But why do we forget? Be careful. Be careful. Be very, very careful. The magician will only be able to trick you if you get distracted. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted and you won't be fooled. Do you like being fooled? I see some people shaking their head. Excuse me, have you ever been to a magician's show? Did you pay any money? You like being fooled. The first time I saw a magician, I didn't pay. I was just a little child. He was performing this trick, and he had this machine, he put a piece of paper in it, and money came out. And I said, that's what I need. Put paper, I have plenty of paper. You see, we don't know. We don't know. When somebody asks, do you like being fooled? We say no. But when the TV comes on and the magician is there, we go, wow. And what do people do? Serious, huh? We call it entertainment. He takes the saw and he makes it look like the woman has been cut in half. And every time I have seen that on television, everybody goes, and everybody I know that went, just got fooled. They believed it. For a short time, they believed it. My friends, 36,500 days is all you've got. That's it. That's if you live to be 100. Do you want to spend any of these days being fooled? And most of them have already gone. So it begs the question, do you really want to be fooled? Don't be fooled. This is what I say. Don't believe me. I can say that. I can say that. I have said this in front of 250,000 people. Don't believe me. And they were just as quiet as this. I said, don't believe. The time has come to stop believing and start knowing. Know. Know for yourself. Stop this believing business. You believe anything. 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 Somebody says something, if they have a uniform, I know people don't respect me. They respect my suit. They don't respect me, they respect my tie. I have walked into hotels wearing casual clothes, just a, simple little jacket, no tie, no suit. Huh? Where are you going? I walk in the suit, and they're like, let me open the door for you. They're opening the door for this, not for me. What a game. What a stupid game. But it's played every day. Every day. Every day. Don't get caught in it. My advice to you is don't be fooled. Time for you to know. Time for you to feel. Time for you to actually drink the water and quench your thirst, rather than somebody who has the solution. Let me sing a song to you about water. If I'm thirsty, I don't care. If it is the most wonderful, if it's Madonna going to sing a song about water. If I am thirsty, I want to quench my thirst, then, okay. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. So I hope that I haven't said anything new. I hope that everything that I had said tonight, you already knew. But maybe today, we cleaned up a little bit so you can live your life to the fullest. Every single day for the rest of your life. So, thank you very much. Good night and take care. Thank you.